Jacqueline Mylroie with Kohala Coast Real Estate, and I'm sitting here in Portland, Maine, and I would like to introduce you to one of its most excellent agents on the coast. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I am Jasmine Moulton. I work with Legacy Properties Sotheby's International Realty in Portland, Maine.
Well, it's certainly great to be here and to see all that Maine has to offer. And this has been an exciting time all the way in Hawaii, across the United States. And we're certainly seeing a lot of activity and a lot of action in the real estate marketplace. But Maine is such a unique place to live. I mean, it's nicknamed vacation land for a reason.
Exactly.
What are some of the properties that you've been working on lately?
So, the last property that I sold was a home on Sebago Lake on Jordan Bay, and it was a beautiful property. It actually had been grandfathered in, so the house was unusually close to the water and the sandy beach, so it was a very desirable place to be. We had 4 full days of showings and then received 10 offers, many of which were cash, and went under contract and closed very quickly.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And the other property that's pretty much carried my focus throughout the summer is Hope Island in Maine, which is currently in escrow. It's a very exciting property. Yeah. So just moving things along to closing, and very excited for both parties.
That's awesome. And so, how long have you been in real estate?
So I have been in real estate for about 5 years. Yep.
And what would you say is your biggest skill that you've developed in those 5 years' time to support you in these kinds of transactions?
I think that the skill, I had this skill prior to coming into real estate. I was a political science and government major at the University of Miami. And so I've always been pretty good at critical thinking and reading and writing and problem solving. And I think, a lot of times in real estate transactions, I identify, the type of buyer that I need to find, and then sort of, make my plan based on that. So just a lot of, honing in the skills of problem solving.
Cool. Now, Hope Island was recently the top most expensive listing in the state of Maine. So what were some of the features of the property that made it carry such a price tag?
Yeah, so it's a really remarkable asset. It's an 86-acre private island with numerous buildings. So typically, when you see a private island, there might be a main house and a guest cottage or something like this. And this particular island has an 11,000 square foot main house, 2 large guest cottages, and then multiple outbuildings, from equestrian barns to a tavern and a chapel, and it's just really like a mini city.
A home away from home, that's
Yes,
for sure.
exactly.
And it's an island, so how would you access it?
So the unique thing about Hope Island is that when you think about a private island, you're typically thinking remote, but Hope Island is only 20 minutes from the Portland waterfront by boat. So you can actually access it by water taxi, by your own personal boat. There isn't currently a helipad, but there's certainly room for one.
Could be. Could be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
And obviously with COVID going on this whole summer, I'm sure there were challenges with that, but you got it into escrow. The deal's closing soon.
Yeah.
So you must be so excited.
I am very excited. Yeah, I mean, one of the great things to have come out of COVID for Maine is I think people have really realized, they value having that extra space, having those natural resources of, clean air and water and being away from traffic and some of the things that big cities can bring you. So I think Maine has really, really benefited from that realization.
certainly drivers in the luxury market,
Yes.
people coming into Maine wanting those that they can access and value the price tag that comes along with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen a lot of, we've seen a lot of people from out of state that have really been seriously considering Maine and buying homes here, either for their primary residence because they can now work remotely, or just to have a second home on the water in Maine.
Great. Now, one day COVID will end and we will just, have it as one of those memories of remember when that happened. Yes.
Yes.
So what are you most looking forward to once we get beyond this?
Well, I think on a personal note, I'm really excited to start traveling again. I have a lot of family that live in Italy, so it'll be great to go and see them again and just kind of resume traveling. That's one of my favorite things to do, and kind of check out other markets and hopefully come out to Hawaii and see.
You are more than welcome to. I've got plenty of homes to show you.
Wonderful.
Of course, I cover Hawaii Island, their ultra luxury and luxury market, especially along our beautiful sunny Kohala coast on the Kona side. But Kauai is beautiful as well. It's our garden isle. Lots of beautiful properties up there. I think we're all looking forward to traveling more and meeting, networking with beautiful new professionals in the industry. And we can all work together to bring our clients the best properties that they want to find across the country. So with that, thank you for joining me. Thank you for having me in your beautiful home. And I've so enjoyed the end cap of a Maine summer. And hopefully we get to work together soon.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this talk, and I'm sure we'll be talking again soon. Thank you.
Aloha.